Good morning and welcome to Fox 29's News Now on this Tuesday morning. We're going to take it easy. Starting out this morning, we have a live shot up out in Florida where Trump supporters are already lining up ahead of the president's formal announcement of his re-election campaign for the presidency for the 2020 election. Stay with us.
Hustle soldiers got sober. And they know pick a song or two. Yes, they do. Lord, they give me all so much.
Good. How you been?
Pick me up when I'm feeling blue. Now how about you? Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Sweet home Alabama, oh sweet home baby, where the skies are so blue. And tell me it's true.
This is why I don't come with
Sweet home Alabama, oh Lord, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Down Alabama.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, thank you very much. This next song is an old Texas song from a little old band from Texas.
Oh my God.
You know who that is, right? Ha ha ha.
I know.
You just like Billy, right?
All right.
Ha ha.
Works good enough. Pebble Beach.
River was the rock at Texas town. To that shack outside the grain. You know what I'm talking about? Just let me know if you want to go to that old mile on the grain. Got a lot of nice girls out there. Have mercy, baby. Well, yes, man, you got the time. Well, get yourself together. Well, yes, man, most every night. But look, I might be mistaken. How?
I'm Dan Hilton. Nice to meet you.
okay right here, huh? We're gonna do an old bad company song now. In fact, we may do 2 or 3 of them. Is that all right with y'all? It's always request day here, especially on Tuesday with the Guzzlers. If y'all aren't busy, if you like us on Facebook, that would make us so happy. They'll probably shut us down, but it's all right. We have a good day today. I'm gonna do 3 bad companies, y'all. Johnny was a schoolboy, and his supposed to be no soccer. Nothing to do, I think it wasn't from that. Didn't take him long. Got himself a guitar, used to play every night. Now he's in a rock and roll outfit, everything's alright. Don't you know, yeah. Johnny told his mama, hey, mama, I'm on the way. I'm gonna hit the big time, gonna be a big star someday, yeah. Mama came to the door with a teardrop in her eye. Johnny said, don't cry, mama, smile and wave goodbye. Don't you know, yeah. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Yeah, don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? And all the world will love you just as long as you are. Johnny cut a record, went straight up to #1. Suddenly everyone loved to hear his song. Watching the world go fast, time it goes so fast. Johnny looked around him and said, hey, I know you's a big time man. Don't you know? I'm at 45 best, baby. Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Yeah, don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? And all the world will love you just as long as you are a shooting star, yeah. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Yeah, don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? And all the world will love you just as long as you are. Johnny died one night, died in his bed. Got the whiskey, sleeping tablets by his head. Johnny not passing by like a warm summer day. If you listen to the wind, you can still hear him play. La, 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 la. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Yeah. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na.
And thanks for joining us here at Fox 29's News Now. We're going to kick things off with some local news for you this morning out in Delaware County, where 3 masked men with guns stormed into a mainline Wawa, robbing it. It's the second time this year crime has hit the store, shaking workers and neighbors. Fox 29's Lauren Johnson filed this report.
This store has already been in headlines this year. Back in March, you might remember a mother was murdered inside the store. More on that in just a moment. But this time, no shots fired, but the men were armed and dangerous. Take a look at this surveillance video released by Radnor Police. You can see the men, one by one, enter the store wearing masks. They have guns. They terrorize the employees at this mainline Wawa. Radnor Police telling us the trio entered around 3 a.m. on Monday morning. They quickly locked the doors behind them and then locked employees in a bathroom. They got away with cash and a donation jar sitting on the cashier's counter. Police say the masked men appeared to be very skilled and clear on what they wanted and knew exactly how to get it done.
It just makes me a little nervous because I go in the Wawa, I go in the pizza shop, and I'm here at night sometimes, so I might be rethinking that.
It's kind of a weird coincidence that there would be that much activity, and I just heard about the 3 masked guys coming in, and wow, it's unbelievable.
Well, I've lived here for 8 years now, and this is a safe neighborhood, and it's always been a safe neighborhood, and I still feel safe in it.
If you look at the video, each person looks a little different. One of the masks is very specific, and some of the shoes that are seen. So we're hoping that the community will step up and help us catch these people.
You might remember violence at the same store back in March. Brian Kennedy walked right inside with a semi-automatic rifle, gunned down his ex-wife while customers watched in horror. He was supposed to be meeting her for a simple child custody exchange after going through a really bitter divorce. Last week's violent robbery has regulars on edge, as you can imagine, and now Wawa and Radnor Police have teamed up to offer $10,000 to anyone who has information that leads to an arrest and conviction in this armed robbery.
And more in local news this morning. Today in Burlington County and across the state of New Jersey, leaders are taking a major step in the fight against the opioid crisis. They're teaming up with pharmacies for a free one-day event. Fox 29's Steve Keeley filed this report.
It's not the usual nasal spray you'd pick up off the shelf without a prescription at a Walmart for a stuffy nose, cold, or flu symptoms. It's the life-saving antidote to heroin, fentanyl, and OxyContin overdoses. Naloxone, commonly known by its brand name Narcan, available to be picked up today for free, anonymously. That means no name or ID required, no prescription, and no money or insurance at dozens of pharmacies that have agreed to take part in New Jersey's one-day only today free giveaway that will let you give the gift of life yourself to someone who would die without it. Up till now, carried only mainly by police officers, paramedics, and emergency first responders, and now it can be carried by you, just in case, in your car, in your purse, or pocket.
We have a significant problem, particularly in our county, with people that are dying from overdoses. And, you know, Narcan gives them a second chance. And I've been promoting Narcan everywhere we could. We've been giving them to our hotels. And our police all drive around with Narcan. And it is a lifesaver, but it's not enough. It needs to be followed up with treatment and help for the people that are struggling with addiction. But look, they're not going to be able to go through that unless they're revived and have that next day coming to them. So as long as they have a next day, they have a chance to recover. Recovery does happen, and this is a great move by the state to disseminate Narcan, which is a life-saving drug, and enable people to have that second chance if they overdose.
It's a great initiative. You know, our traditional approaches haven't been working, and in law enforcement we've realized that we've got to think outside the box, and part of thinking outside the box is treating the underlying disease of addiction. And with the Narcan distribution that we're doing today, I think it is another tool that we can give family members to help keep their loved ones alive long enough so we can get them into treatment.
And as soon as you hear the first stories that somebody who picked this box up today saved a life, my guess is this is not going to be a one-day event in the future of New Jersey.
It is not a one-day event. I mean, this is something that we want to sustain moving forward. It's something we have to do. When we have 3,000 plus people dying of overdoses each year, last year law enforcement and EMS revived people with Narcan 16,000 times. You know, it's a problem, and we need to have these tools out there for individuals to use to keep people alive long enough.
If you want it, get it at any of the participating 174 New Jersey pharmacies today while supplies last on a first-come, first-served basis. A Walmart on Route 73, Route 130 in Cinnaminson, and Route 42 in Turnersville among the 174 taking part. An average of 8 people died every day last year in New Jersey. 3,000 people died of opiate overdoses. The event today can and will likely save many from the same fate. In Southampton, Steve Keeley, Fox 29 News.
And here we have a live shot of Orlando, Florida, where President Donald Trump is slated to officially launch his 2020 re-election effort. Trump captured the Republican Party and then the presidency in 2016, as we know, as an insurgent intent on disrupting the status quo. As he mounts his bid for re-election, Trump is offering himself as the outsider once again, but it's a much more awkward pitch once you're inside the Oval Office. Fox's Doug Luzader has the story this morning from Washington.
Well, President Trump, this is a big day for him, big night for him, expected to be at a massive rally in Florida. People are already gathering.
Yep, they've been camping out all night because they want to be a part of the event. They want to be a part of this moment, Doug.
This is Orlando, Florida, swing state. Hi, Doug.
That's right. And what do real estate developers like Donald Trump always say? Location, location, location. And the choice of Florida here is no accident. They have waited through the night, through the heat, and through the rain.
We flew from Boston. We live in Cape Cod.
Why'd you come all the way down here for this?
Because we're Trumpsters. We love President Trump.
And President Trump says he expects 100,000 supporters to show up for a venue that only seats a fraction of that as he delivers his campaign kickoff address tonight. On Twitter, he wrote, "Large screens and food trucks will be there for those that can't get into the 25,000 capacity arena. It will be a very exciting evening. Make America great again."
Florida's obviously an important swing state, but this being the second home to the president made this choice very obvious and special.
But make no mistake, Florida is a very important part of the Trump 2020 strategy. For Democrats, too, it is in the crosshairs. And a number of Democratic hopefuls appeared at a forum in Washington yesterday talking about making new inroads in southern states.
Well, I plan on campaigning in the South. I plan, and if I'm your nominee, winning Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, believe it or not. And I believe we can win Texas and Florida if you look at the polling data now. Doesn't mean it's a marathon. It's a long way off.
Well, it is a marathon, but it kind of enters this new phase today as the president formally begins his re-election campaign. Mike and Alex.
Yeah, I hear that President Trump has $100 million in his campaign coffer already.
You know, this is the advantage of incumbency when you're the president, because you don't have to go through that that whole primary process where you're spending a lot of money beating up people in your own party. You just go directly for the general election.
Yeah,
that's true.
All right, we'll have coverage of it tonight on our late news and certainly on Good Day tomorrow.
And in consumer news this morning, it doesn't matter who you were rooting for in the NBA Finals because the Golden State Warriors scored free tacos for America with one crucial win. Tracy Carrasco has the details.
When, Tracy?
Well, yes, this is because of the Taco Bell NBA Steal a Game giveaway. That is why you're going to get that free Doritos Locos taco today from Taco Bell. So the Golden State Warriors, they stole a game from the Toronto Raptors when they played Toronto during the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
so that is why, because they stole the game. I believe it was game 2. But anyway, so from 2 to 6 p.m., you get that free taco, or you could get it anytime today if you sign up through the Taco Bell app or through the Taco Bell website. You can order it that way.
Hold on.
Oh, so we can get it now. I'm signing up.
Trace.
You can get it now, yes, if Taco Bell is open.
Do I have to do that, or can I just stroll in and ask for the taco?
You can stroll in, but that's only from 2 to 6. If you want to get the taco at any time, you can get that through the app or on the website.
Oh, no, I can get over there. I think we have one over on Chestnut Street.
Tracy, I love Taco Bell. This makes me very excited.
Are you going to go?
Yeah, I'm planning on it. Now, because that's the one that's the Doritos chips and it forms
Yes.
a shell. I'm more of a Chalupa Supreme girl,
Yeah.
but this sounds good enough. It's free.
No, I like the crunch in that one.
Free.
In the
one
Doritos?
that they're giving away.
Oh, yeah. And it has extra flavor. Man.
You know what? It might be the game where Kevin Durant got hurt, and we all thought they were going to lose it.
And they still won.
And they still won. That could be the one they stole. Well, all right, Trace. We'll see you again tomorrow. It's
Thanks,
Taco
see you tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
And moving on to your Fox 29 Weather Authority. The Philadelphia area is slated for another muggy day Tuesday with strong scattered thunderstorms. Thunderstorms are likely this morning with a chance of scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon. Locally heavy rainfall is also possible with a high of 84 degrees. And unfortunately, rain is expected to dominate the forecast this week with thunderstorms expected today all the way through Thursday with rounds of torrential rain and a threat of flash flooding for good measure. Here we have a look at current temperatures in our area. 64 degrees up in Mount Pocono, 75 degrees in Lancaster, only 70 degrees here currently in Philadelphia, but almost 10 degrees higher down in Wildwood, New Jersey. And looking ahead to your 7-day forecast, again, it's not looking like a pretty couple of days here in Philadelphia. Humid today with occasional storms. Pop-up storms continue tomorrow, and the storms continue into Thursday, though some sun is expected. But by the time the summer solstice arrives on Friday, we're expecting some sun for the Phillies' return after what is hopefully a successful series against the Washington Nationals. And don't forget to download the latest version of the Fox 29 Weather Authority app to have the latest forecast right at your fingertips. And moving on to some local news this morning. The murder rate here in Philadelphia is now up 13% over this time last year. This should be the time of year for fun and relaxation. Instead, the summer season has started with one of the most violent weekends in recent memory. The search continues this morning for the gunman who opened fire at a graduation party at a Southwest Philadelphia park Sunday night. Isaiah Meti was killed and 5 others were wounded, including 4 teens. Last night, city and community leaders came together at the very spot where someone sprayed the packed park with bullets, calling on the community to come together. Right now, there's no motive for the shootings, but detectives are investigating if it's related to another incident at the same park a week earlier. And new overnight in Delaware County, a fire ripped through a home in Haverford Township. It happened just before 11 last night on the 500 block of Royal Avenue. The 2-alarm fire engulfed the second floor of the home with flames shooting through the roof. Fire crews were able to put it out, thankfully, an hour later, and there were no injuries. And 3 people are in the hospital after police say a 16-year-old boy crashed a stolen car while running a red light. Sky Fox was over the scene in North Philadelphia yesterday as the team ran a light through a light, then struck 2 cars yesterday evening on Ridge Avenue near North 24th Street. The owner of the stolen vehicle told police she had left her car running while she went into a convenience store. That team is expected to face several charges. And in Kent County, Delaware lawmakers want to ease the penalty for juveniles who are caught with marijuana. Right now, anyone under the age of 18 caught with pot faces a criminal misdemeanor. However, the same crime is a civil violation for anyone over 21. Delaware senators will vote to make the offense a civil violation across the board for first-time offenders. And in Ocean County, a 25-year-old mother has been charged in the death of her 20-month-old child. Police say last month, Shia Shurkin of Lakewood left her daughter alone inside a car with the engine turned off for 2.5 hours. When police arrived, officers say they saw a neighbor trying to perform CPR. Police rushed the young girl to the hospital where she later died. And terrifying moments caught on camera for a mother in South Carolina as a beach umbrella nearly impaled her child. The mother has a warning for other parents. She wants beachgoers to be vigilant as they head out this summer. The mother says they were visiting North Myrtle Beach over the weekend when a gust of wind lifted up about 6 umbrellas. One of them came within inches of her 21-month-old little boy. The mother says lifeguards who initially placed the umbrellas in the sand rushed to help. The mother talked to our sister station over the phone.
I almost felt like I had a mini mother heart attack. They ran over and, just hugged us, and one of the lifeguards that dug our hole cried.
Just last summer, a British woman was impaled by a flying beach umbrella here at the Jersey Shore, and another woman was struck in the chest on a Maryland beach. One woman was actually killed at Virginia Beach in 2016. Stand Up for Safety is working with members of Congress, nonprofit organizations, and retailers to learn more about beach umbrella safety. Senators Robert Menendez of New Jersey and Cory Booker, also of New Jersey, are focusing on umbrella safety, writing a letter to Consumer Product Safety Commission.
Our groups are just...
In Montgomery County, members of a church are still picking up the pieces after they were slammed last month by severe weather. Parts of old Goshen Hoppen Church in Upper Salford Township are slightly damaged, but the real issue is the grounds across the street where the church holds its annual fundraiser. That's where more than 30 trees have fallen, and estimates to remove the trees are high.
Now we have $46,000 estimates, and even that, may be a low one. There's so many tree services that don't even want to touch it. It's just astronomical.
Besides donations, the fundraiser is the church's biggest source of income. It's supposed to take place in September.
Like, unbelievable.
A church member has started a GoFundMe page to help them get back on their feet. And in South Philadelphia, someone has stolen a teenager's wheelchair. 15-year-old Dominic Dolan has cerebral palsy and uses a wheelchair. His family uses portable, accessible ramps to get him in and out of the house safely. But on Thursday, they were shocked to find that someone took the ramps off the front steps of their home on Greenwood Street. Fox 29 spoke to Dominic, who says his life has become much more difficult without his ramp.
Could somebody explain that to me? Because I can't figure it out for the life of me. What scumbag would take this kid's handicap ramp? You might as well take his wheelchair right out from under him.
Why do you take my ramp?
It makes your life a lot harder, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Dominic's older brother Michael set up a GoFundMe to raise the $22,000 needed for a permanent electronic ramp. This morning, the family reached their goal. And on Good Day Philadelphia this morning, new medical advances could change urgent care forever. A glue gun could replace stitches and staples and could speed up healing time? Dr. Mike joined Good Day this morning to discuss.
All right. How would you like to be glued back together?
It can really speed up healing time, is what they're saying. And it seems like glue would hurt less than stitches going through you.
Stitches and staples.
Right.
Dr. Mike, this is a thing.
Oh, it's definitely a
Glue
thing.
me back together.
Yes. And what it does is it allows fewer infections. It allows quicker healing time. It's not for all surgeries. And in talking with our surgeons, where I work at Penn, basically the bottom line is it's good for things like laparoscopic surgery, where they go in with these probes. Very good for that. It can decrease scarring, leave all those holes out of the picture where you have to do suturing. So there are benefits. It's not the end-all, be-all. There are still times when you need to use suture material and staples, and I brought some things with me.
Let's say that you had open heart surgery. They're not using glue on that, are
No,
they? That'd be staples and...
Right, and in people with slow healing wounds, probably not the right thing to do.
People are wondering, why do you shooting oranges now? Because you made 2 slits like a surgeon would.
Right.
And
Incisions.
then, what are you going to do?
Well, I just want to show people that traditionally, now I would be wearing gloves and have forceps and all that, but the bottom line is what you do is with a plain old suture, you go in through the skin, and you can see it leaves all kinds of holes. Then you pull it out,
Sure.
then you tie it. You can see that. All right, that's one. And this is still used quite extensively, and there are different kinds of suture materials. You know, when I was an intern, I did a lot of suturing, and I was much better at it. But that's one way.
Also.
All right, that's one way. The other is staples. Why don't you try it?
Okay.
And the benefits of staples are that you can hold it together.
And quickly do
Look
it.
Look at that.
What about a nail gun? No, that's probably never used.
Well, I've used.
Now, what about the simple things that your kid falls down to the playground and they have to get stitches? Can the glue gun work for this? Or is that still...
It may. It depends. Everything is individual. And sometimes they'll use something called steri strips. They're these little sticky things, and they'll use benzoin to make it sticky. They put it right on there, keep the suture lines, the incision lines together.
One of our viewers wrote in talking about glue. If we can punch that up real quickly here. They were using staples before. I had both knees replaced. The right one in 2013, 37 staples. 2 years later, they use glue. Much less noticeable. The scars are much less notable, just like you said.
Oh, right. Decreased infection. All right, quicker healing time. You get out of the hospital quickly.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of ways to deal with things. But
that's crazy. Glue. Thank you.
Nice.
Listen, this orange thanks you.
Yeah.
This orange.
Aren't you glad that you came in? All right.
I love you both. I love you. Love you.
And I love this glue idea, especially if it means that, scar's not going to be as noticeable.
There you go. All right.
And more on Good Day this morning. Are you properly using your child's car seat? A mother shared her terrifying tale after her husband crashed her car with their infant inside. Now they're warning other parents. Good Day has you covered with the do's and don'ts of car seat safety.
Okay, thank you, Sue. 8:16. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 2 out of 3 car seats are misused. And what's worse, some children ride completely unbuckled. Rebecca Tafaro Boyer of Tennessee posted on Facebook months ago showing why it's so important for a car seat to be used correctly. It made such an impact that it's now making the rounds again. So here's what happened. Her husband texted a photo of their baby William in his car seat to update her that they were running errands. Well, as soon as she saw the photo, she noticed something was off. So she responded saying the chest clip needed to be higher and tighter. Well, minutes later, she got a phone call and these photos. Her father and son had been in a car accident and their car was totaled. Because he adjusted the car seat after receiving her text, baby William, see him there, was just fine. He slept through the whole ordeal. But when it comes to her husband, well, he ended up breaking his foot in 3 places and had 3 dislocated toes. She posted this x-ray on Facebook for everyone to see. So thank goodness she saw that photo and was able to tell them, hey, that's not on right. But we felt that it was important to reinforce this lesson. So Mike is outside with an expert showing us how it's done.
Yeah, I guess we have to do it one more time. We should. let's do a demo on how to put your kids properly into a car seat. Jana Tidwell from AAA is here. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
And look how cute. We have the twins, Jesse and Sloan. Sloan is the girl here. Jesse is the boy. And I think Jesse's been stealing her food. And Julie and Dan are the proud parents. Thank you for coming in to do this.
Thank you for having us.
You think you know how to put these kids into that car seat?
I hope so.
Properly?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to find out.
Okay.
Are you ready to go?
I think so. Let's do it.
Okay, let me open the door for you. Let's do Sloan on this side. What do you say? All right. How do we do it?
Well, first, they definitely have the rear-facing car seat, which is perfect. Pennsylvania state law changed in 2016, rear-facing up until 2 years or until the children outgrow the size and weight requirement of the car seat. So that part they've got under control. They're using a car seat that was manufactured within the last few years. You can check the car seat for the expiration date. You don't want to use beyond that expiration date. So that's been done properly.
Okay.
Go ahead, go in and see what they're...
I hope we can see this.
They are buckling the harness, and the chest clip is that clip that you see right under their chinny chin there. And they're pulling, you can see the tether at the bottom. They're pulling that strap by their feet, which tightens it. You don't want the straps across the chest to be too loose, because then the baby moves if there is an impact.
And that was the problem with the guy that had the car accident.
Correct.
It wasn't cinched up.
Right. You want to make sure that in here, see, this one needs, I can get my whole fist in here. So you want to make sure that you shimmy this chest clip down. It needs to fall right here at the armpit level. So we shimmy this chest clip down and then pull the tether at the bottom and then shimmy it right back up. See, it's still too loose. I can pinch in here. So people think, oh my goodness, the baby can't breathe if I make this tighter. It can be just that tight. I should only be able to get my 2 fingers under here to be able to keep her safe and him safe if there's an impact. Pennsylvania says that between 2013 and 2017, there were 82% of children under the age of 4 who were involved in a car crash and in the proper seat sustained no injuries.
Okay. By the way, if you let's go check on Jesse, see how Dan did with his. By the way, if you're ever in a car wreck, get rid of the car seat.
Absolutely. Once you've been involved in a wreck, even if you don't see any sustained damage to the seat, get rid of it. You have no idea what's been compromised.
Go around and see how Dan, the daddy, did.
All right, Dad. See, under here I can still get my fists in here. So you want to continue to shimmy this chest clip down and pull on this tether. Such a good boy. Now I can just get my 2 fingers on either side, and this clip is sitting right at the armpit level.
Okay, okay. Hey, thank you. Thanks for bringing the twins in. They're adorable. And Jane, always good to see you.
You too, Mike. Thanks.
All right, great demo. Thank you. Back inside.
Thank you. That was fun.
That really was great. Thank you so much.
And more on Good Day this morning. Summer snacks so good the kids won't care that they're healthy. Our very own kids panel took healthy snacks to the test this morning on Good Day.
School's out and summer is just officially a few days away. But your kids are going to camp right now. And if they're not at camp, they're on their way to camp. So what kind of snacks can you give them that are not only healthy, but they taste great? We have registered dietitian Kelly Jones. She's a few ideas for us because you say the snacks that we give our kids during the school year when they come home from school are different than the ones they probably should have during the summer.
Well, they may be a lot more active during the summer,
True.
and you've got the heat that they're dealing with if they're outside, so we want to make sure that they're getting things that are going to give them energy and that are going to hydrate them well, too.
Okay, but the question is, because you have great tips and advice, but we want to know if the kids are actually going to eat it.
Right.
So, and if they're going to like it.
Yeah.
So we have our council of kids across the studio there. Mike, you're hosting there. Hi, kids. Want to say hello?
We have a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 13-year-old.
Okay, so we're going to make some snacks.
Yes.
And then we're going to make sure they already have a little bit of them over there.
Right.
And we're going to see their faces and see what the kids have to say. They'll give us their review. So first up.
First up, we're going to make a watermelon pomegranate slush.
Oh, well, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
you can find a lot of these recipes with the watermelon online, but they typically have water and added sugar in them. So just like pouring that white sugar in. So instead, we're going to use 100% pomegranate juice, which means that we're going to add natural sweetness and a little bit of tart.
Cut up watermelon.
This is just cut up frozen watermelon. And that happens a lot where you have all this watermelon left over and you end up throwing it out after you get those big watermelons, right? So this is great. As soon as you are going to throw it out, just chop it up and freeze it. And then you can take it out when you're ready and puree with the pomegranate juice. And it makes it a little bit tart, a little bit sweet. And then both are providing a lot of potassium. Both are providing a lot of potassium, so it's a really good hydrator, and you can see how quick that blended up too.
Very quick.
Yeah, really
and it's
fast.
easy, just 2
super
ingredients.
Easy and super tasty and super nutritious. So let's
Mike's helping
scoop
out
these
there.
up for the little kitties.
Okay.
And I can tell you, my 15-month-old will eat any of these things. So I know that he's not here to prove that,
Mike.
but he would have been running around the studio.
All right, there we go.
All right, kids, here we go.
And we'll get some here for you two to try out as we're talking about
one for
everything
you.
else, I suppose,
Elizabeth.
right?
All right, they're
Would you
handing
pass
it over
that
to the
down
kids.
Are they going to try them right away?
Do you all have spoons? Okay. On 3, eat your slushie. 1, 2, 3.
They're diving in.
All right, check out their faces. Anaya, what do you think?
Oh, you have one too.
It's good.
Well, that's okay.
Enthusiastic.
Ava?
It's good.
Elizabeth?
It's okay.
It's just okay. Holden, do you like it?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
That was
like
a definite
Holden's
yes.
answer, yeah.
I like it too. It is a little tart.
Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, it's, I guess, better than sugar.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to the next one then.
Right, here we have banana peanut butter energy bites. So you just mash up a ripe banana, add some peanut butter, a little honey for sweetness, and then oats, and the magic ingredient is flaxseed to add some healthy fat and fiber for the
Now,
kids.
this one I'm a little worried about because of the look. You know, sometimes kids, if they don't feel like it looks that, great, they may not.
I thought that was a meatball.
No, it's not a meatball.
not.
So let's go over to our council of kids.
All right, kids, it's the round thing, the
Banana
ball.
peanut butter,
So
kids.
everybody pick up the ball. Holden?
Give it a bite.
No,
There
no,
are
the
some
ball.
chocolate
There you
chips
go.
in there too.
Oh, okay, that's always promising.
3,
Right?
2, 1. Bite! Holden, what do you
Their
think?
faces.
Good.
All right.
Right.
Elizabeth?
It's good.
It's good. Ava?
I like it.
All right. Anaya?
I like it.
Awesome.
They seem to be more excited about
Yeah. And these are going to give them sustained energy because what you want in snacks is protein, fat, fiber all the time.
I have to admit, I like it a lot. Is it hard to make?
Not at all. One bowl, just mix everything up together.
Okay.
No food processor,
Really
nothing
good.
like that. Yeah, super easy.
This is a millennial favorite.
Yeah, avocado toast, right? Everybody loves some avocado toast. And again, I could tell you, my 15-month-old, he loves avocado toast. But this adds a little bit of granola for crunch and a little honey drizzle on top to sweeten it up in case they might be new to avocado.
Okay, kids.
Avocado? Go
Avocado
ahead.
toast.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. The toast. Consume. Holden, what are you doing? You still eating your slushie? No, you've already gone for
He's
the
on the
nuts?
next
No,
one.
hold on. The nuts aren't. No, avocado toast first.
He's very enthusiastic.
This one right here. I was going for the nuts and berries too. All right, Anaya, be honest.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Ava? That'd be a no. Elizabeth?
It's okay.
Yeah. And Holden, do you like that at all?
Good.
Oh, it's good. Okay.
Have you noticed he said the same word every time?
He likes all my stuff. He's the best.
We love it. Okay, so maybe they're not fans of avocado toast,
Right,
so we
which
have
is
plenty
fine.
of
You don't have
options.
to like everything, yeah.
Let's go to the berries.
Just berries and nut butter, which again, berries are an excellent, really nutrient-rich snack, but you're only getting the carbohydrate and a little bit of fiber. So to add some fat and protein, just drizzle some nut butter. That's actually cashew butter.
So not
which
peanut
is-
butter.
and any butter.
Oh, okay.
Peanut
Some
butter is
people
great
prefer
too.
almond butter
There's
and
actually a
those-
little bit more protein in peanut butter versus others, but I'm a really big fan of cashew butter,
That's
so
your
hopefully it gives
other-
them a fun flavor.
The other
kids are
white
going
cup.
in.
Holden's already had his. Now he's gone back to the slushie.
You know he likes it.
Did you like the berries and did you like the berries?
I didn't try them.
No, you stuck your hand in there. We'll try it
was
again.
just playing around.
Put your hand in there, Elizabeth.
And these are blackberries.
They're
for
good.
reference.
Okay.
Okay.
Ava, did you like it?
It's all right.
It's just okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, pretty good.
Lukewarm.
Okay, well, we still have our grand finale here.
All
what
right.
are these, muffins?
We have muffins. These are berry muffins, but they're made with garbanzo bean flour or chickpea flour.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they can be a little bit more dense, so often I would put a little bit of nut butter on top, but I've actually made those into cupcakes before
This
too.
looks
and just
good
added
to
some
me.
frosting on
Okay,
top.
well,
All right,
do the
kids,
kids
go ahead.
think so?
On 3, pick up your muffins. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, Anaya.
I actually like it.
She actually likes
surprised, but she
So
likes
that
it.
might be
Ava?
her best one.
It's okay.
It's just okay again. Elizabeth?
I like it a lot.
A lot. We got in a lot. And Holden, what do you think of that muffin?
A lot.
A lot. He likes it a
All
lot.
right.
All right, well, thank you
Thank
so
y'all.
much to our kids.
Yeah,
We
that was
appreciate it.
fun.
And thank you, Kelly. There's some great
Yeah,
ideas.
thanks for having me.
I have to admit, this was my favorite.
Yeah, and a
banana
couple of these
balls.
recipes are on my website too.
Okay,
so.
what website is that?
EatRealLiveWell.com.
Okay, and we'll also put that up on our website as well. Okay, we.
And more on Good Day this morning. It is International Sushi Day, so we're celebrating with some local favorites.
It'll get better.
Sounds fishy to me. Hey, it's International Sushi Day, and we've brought in 3 fantastic chefs who have prepared sushi for us. There's great sushi all over the Delaware Valley. There's no question about that. But we've picked maybe some a little unusual ones. So let's start down here and then. What's your name, sir?
My name is Koichi.
And what restaurant are you from?
I'm working at the restaurant Teikoku.
Okay, where is that?
Main line.
Are you lying to me?
It's in Villanova, right?
Villanova?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a beautiful place. Well, what did you bring in?
This is unagi freshwater tempura with avocado and crab salad. Also wasabi tobiko on the top.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Look at that.
It's called a hamanako roll.
Okay.
We are famous for unagi freshwater eel in Japan.
Unagi, is that an eel?
Yes.
Oh, it is, okay.
Yes.
Now,
I know you know.
Let's see if I can. That's really good.
He likes it.
It's
He
really
likes
good.
it. Okay,
Thank
shall
you.
we move on to the next one? I have the executive chef here with Ocean Prime, Steve Ackner. And is it multiple locations in?
There is. I believe there's 15 locations across the country.
Oh, wow. But you're representing the one here, of course, in Center City.
15th Street.
Yes, 15th Street. So, what do you have here?
So today we brought our surf and turf roll. It's a feature roll that we're doing for National Sushi Day. So on the inside is some tempura fried shrimp with some cream cheese and some scallion. On top of the roll we put some beef carpaccio and then laid it down for plating. And then on top of that we put what we like to call our dynamite shrimp. It's some tempura fried shrimp again, tossed in some spicy mayo and topped with a little bit of togarashi seasoning. It's got a little kick to it. It's fantastic.
It's not your California roll.
No, it's not. Not to admit. I like sushi, but I wouldn't consider myself an expert. How am I supposed to pick this up and eat it? Is it
Just
take
dive
a little
right
bit
in,
of
yeah.
each? Okay. I'll put one on top here.
There's a lot
Here we
going
go.
on there,
There is a lot
Alex.
going on. Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Ocean Prime. Karen, what do you have?
All right, one of my favorite places, Nectar, which is out there in Chester County, Bruin area.
Yep, Bruin.
Hi, Patrick.
Yeah, hi, how you doing?
Thanks for coming
Great,
in.
great.
You guys always have unusual stuff. What did you bring us today?
Well, this is the King Kong roll, and it's actually kind of, well, we have a filet and we have lobster. So lobster is actually sea salt crusted, and then we have sisho, which is oba, also known as. It's a green and also cucumber. Very simple. And then we have tobiko, which is on the outside, like a flying fish roll that the gentleman down here talked about. And it's pretty straight up forward. It's been on the menu for a while.
Now, I'm going to move it around. So now, I always use my hands. Is
Yeah,
that okay,
absolutely.
adequate? I always thought that
Yeah,
it was,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I could
Please.
not shove that in my mouth.
Oh,
the
no,
way
you
that
can.
Mike did, so.
Now, are all of these rolls that everyone's trying, are they available now at your place?
Absolutely, yes.
You mentioned featured at Ocean Prime. Does that mean it's a limited time, only today?
We are running it today. However, with Ocean Prime, yes is the answer. So come see us anytime and ask for it. We'd love to make it for
I like
you.
the way you talk, Steve.
This is actually one of our signature rolls that's been on for a long time.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Karen, how is it?
It is really good. It is really. I can't wait to try them all.
Yes,
Thank
we're all
you.
going to dig in
Yeah.
a second. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Sushi Day.
Apparently,
And that is going to do it for us today at Fox 29's News Now. Be sure to catch us again tomorrow at 10 a.m. and be sure to follow Fox 29 at fox29.com, as well as our mobile app and across social media channels, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, for the latest breaking news. And thank you for joining us.